Are you curious why some leaders, entrepreneurs, and successful companies inspire millions, build loyal fans, and achieve incredible results, while others fail despite having the same resources? The secret is not what they do, but why they do it. In this video, we're exploring Start With Why by Simon Sinek, a powerful book about leadership, motivation, success, and personal growth that can transform your life, career, and business. Keep watching to learn the key to inspiring others and achieving goals you never thought possible. Whether you want to become a better leader, start a successful business, or make a real impact in your life, understanding your why is the first step to true success. We'll break down the golden circle concept, share real-life examples of world-changing leaders, and give practical tips you can apply today. Don't miss this chance to see the world from a new perspective and unlock your full potential. Let's dive in and discover why the most successful people always start with why. Imagine a group of people racing in a competition, but one person stands out. Not because they are faster or stronger, but because they know the true reason why they are running. This is the difference between ordinary individuals and inspiring leaders. Simon Sinek introduces the idea of the yellow man, a symbolic figure representing someone who knows their why and can naturally attract others to follow with trust and enthusiasm. The key message is clear. People don't follow you for what you do. They follow you for why you do it. Inspiring leaders always start with why before thinking about how to do it or what to do. Take Apple and Steve Jobs as an example. He didn't just sell computers. He believed in challenging the status quo and thinking differently. This deep belief created a loyal following, turning customers into passionate advocates and building a movement, not just a business. Sinek emphasizes that leaders who start with their vision and purpose first are the ones who create long-lasting loyalty, true enthusiasm, and meaningful impact. Leaders who only focus on what they do might achieve short-term success, but they rarely inspire people on a deeper level. Real inspiration comes from clearly communicating the reason behind every action, every decision, and every product. Other examples in the book include Martin Luther King Jr., who didn't say, "I have a plan, but I have a dream," and the Wright brothers, who were driven by their belief in the possibility of human flight. Both understood their why so deeply that it kept them moving forward despite challenges, failures, and doubts. The first part of the book clearly shows that leaders who begin with why can inspire others to join them even before seeing results, creating a power that goes beyond ordinary leadership. Part 2. The Golden Circle: How the Most Inspiring Leaders Think, Act, and Communicate. At the heart of every inspiring leader and successful organization lies a simple but powerful model called the Golden Circle. It consists of 3 layers: why, how, and what. Most people and companies work from the outside in. They start with what they do and how they do it. But the most influential leaders start from the inside out. They clearly define why they exist, which naturally guides their actions and decisions, and attracts people who believe in the same purpose. The why represents the core belief or purpose that drives every action. The how is the process or principles used to bring that belief to life. The what is the tangible result, the product, service, or outcome people see. Sinek explains that when leaders communicate starting with why, it resonates deeply with people's emotions and builds trust. This approach explains why companies like Apple and leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. inspire loyalty and devotion rather than just transactional relationships. Applying the golden circle is not just for large organizations. It's a framework anyone can use to lead, motivate, and create impact. By starting with why, your message becomes clearer, your goals become more compelling, and people naturally want to follow you. Understanding this principle transforms ordinary leadership into inspiring leadership, turning ideas into movements and followers into passionate supporters. Part 3. Leaders need a following. How to inspire others to act. Imagine a leader standing in front of a group of people. The leader has a vision, but the difference between ordinary leaders and inspiring leaders is that the latter knows how to create a following. Simon Sinek explains that a true leader doesn't just give orders or manage tasks. They inspire others to act because people believe in their why. Inspiration, not manipulation, is what creates loyalty and long-term success. Sinek shares examples of leaders who built movements, not just organizations. Martin Luther King Jr., with his "I Have a Dream" speech, inspired millions to take action, not through authority, but by clearly expressing his vision and belief. Similarly, the Wright brothers persisted in their mission to achieve human flight, attracting supporters who shared their passion and purpose. These leaders show that people follow those who lead with purpose, not just with power or strategy. The key takeaway from this part is that leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. By clearly communicating your why, you invite others to join you willingly, creating a ripple effect of motivation and action. True leadership transforms followers into believers, and believers into advocates who carry the vision forward long after the initial leader has spoken. Part 4. Clarity, discipline, and consistency, turning why into action. In this part, Simon Sinek explains that having a clear why is just the beginning. Clarity, discipline, and consistency are what turn a vision into reality. Leaders and organizations must clearly define their purpose, consistently act according to it, and maintain discipline in how they deliver their message and actions. Without these elements, even a powerful why can lose its impact. Clarity means knowing exactly what you stand for and why you exist. Discipline is about staying true to your principles and processes, even when shortcuts are tempting. Consistency ensures that your actions, decisions, and communications always align with your why. Companies like Apple and leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. exemplify these principles. Their clarity of purpose, disciplined approach, and consistent messaging inspired trust, loyalty, and movement among followers. By combining clarity, discipline, and consistency, leaders don't just tell people what to do. They create environments where others naturally want to follow, support, and contribute. This part reinforces that leadership is not a one-time act, but a continuous process of living your why, staying disciplined, and being consistent in every action. True inspiration comes from demonstrating your purpose over time, turning ideas into lasting impact. Part 5. Discovering your personal and organizational why, the key to lasting success. In this part, we learn that every true success starts with understanding the deep reason behind what we do. Whether you are an individual or an organization, knowing your why gives you clear direction and naturally attracts others to follow you. Ordinary leaders focus on what they do or how they do it, but inspiring leaders always begin with the reason they exist and what they want to achieve in the world. A powerful example is Apple, which doesn't just sell technology products, but inspires people through the idea of thinking differently and challenging the status quo. Its customers are not just buyers. They become part of a movement that shares the same values. Similarly, Martin Luther King Jr. focused on a dream and a larger message beyond practical goals, which drew millions to follow his vision. This part highlights that purpose and the deeper reason are what move people to believe in what you do. When a leader or individual knows their why, they can make clear decisions, motivate others, and build long-term loyalty. The key is to start with the reason first, because this creates a stronger and more lasting impact than any plan or strategy. Part 6. The emergence of trust, how why creates loyalty. Trust is the foundation of every lasting relationship, whether in business, leadership, or personal life. People don't follow leaders or organizations simply because they are successful. They follow because they believe in the why behind what they do. True loyalty comes from an emotional connection, not just products, services, or promises. For instance, Apple consistently delivers products and experiences that reflect its core belief in innovation and challenging the status quo. Customers don't just buy devices, they join a movement, sharing the same vision and values. This alignment between purpose and action creates deep trust and unwavering loyalty. Similarly, Martin Luther King Jr. inspired millions because his words, actions, and vision were always consistent. People trusted him not just as a speaker, but as someone whose life embodied the dream he promoted. His commitment to his purpose motivated followers to take action, even in the face of immense challenges. When leaders clearly communicate and live their why, they create a magnetic force that draws people naturally toward them. Loyalty is earned through clarity, consistency, and authenticity. By leading with purpose, ordinary supporters transform into passionate advocates, and simple actions evolve into movements that leave a lasting impact. Part 7. The biggest challenge, maintaining why. Over time, the final lesson emphasizes that knowing your why is only the beginning. The biggest challenge for any leader or organization is to maintain clarity, purpose, and authenticity over time, especially when success grows or challenges arise. Without staying true to the original why, even the strongest movement can lose momentum and fail to inspire. Historical examples show this clearly. Apple continues to thrive because it remains committed to its core belief of innovation and challenging the status quo, even as it grows into a global giant. The company's success isn't just about technology, it's about staying faithful to its purpose, which keeps both employees and customers aligned and motivated. Similarly, leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. faced immense pressure and obstacles, yet they maintained unwavering focus on their vision. Their ability to stay true to their purpose inspired others to persist, follow, and contribute to a cause bigger than themselves. This consistency over time is what turns a powerful idea into a lasting movement. Ultimately, this part teaches that success and influence are not just about starting with why, but about living it every day. Leaders who continually act in alignment with their purpose build trust, inspire loyalty, and create impact that lasts far beyond their own efforts. The true power of why lies in persistence, authenticity, and dedication to a vision that transcends time. We've learned how starting with why can make a big difference in life, work, and leadership. From the golden circle to finding your personal or team why, to building trust, loyalty, and lasting impact, the main idea is clear. Knowing your reason and purpose guides every action. Examples like Apple and Martin Luther King Jr. show that when you act with a strong why, people are inspired to follow you and support your vision. Remember, starting with why is not just a tip, it's a way to live and work. When you know your reason, stay focused, and act consistently, you can inspire others and create real change. every choice becomes easier and more powerful. If this video helped you, you found a place where learning and inspiration come together. We would love to hear your ideas for books you want us to summarize next. Your support helps us continue sharing useful and exciting content every week. So subscribe, leave a comment with your favorite books, and join us in this journey of learning and growing. Together, we can explore more great ideas and improve our lives one book at a time.